Dude,
Overkill!
don't stop.
It's so pretty. I cannot believe how pretty this is at like full spec, ultra wide, 1440p. I'll zoom out to give you the full ultra wide view for a second. Obviously I'm cropping in for the video, but we're playing some Halo 4 today. Halo 4 is a game that has had a very interesting history in the Halo community. It was not super well received at launch. It was a pretty big shift. It was 343's first full iteration into a game. It was a pretty big shift in many ways for the franchise. But they were doing a lot of experimental stuff with it that I think had the right idea. And I even posted a review back in the day. I'm just getting killed by everyone. We're playing SWAT at the moment. We'll swap to some big team though with BBK. But I even posted a review back in the day because I think what they were trying to do with the story was really interesting because they were kind of turning it more into a sci-fi game instead of just a classic like FPS campaign. And I think they pulled it off, and then 5 went in a whole different direction. But I think for what they were doing, a more Mass Effect style thing, 4 really laid the groundwork for what could have been a huge directional shift. And multiplayer-wise, it wasn't that different, but they were definitely iterating on a lot of Reach's ideas that were already less favorable to the classic Halo crowd. And they were going with the more like multiplayer as a sport kind of thing. We were moving away from the era of you are Master Chief, the last Spartan ever, to you're a bunch of Spartans just kind of training and goofing off for multiplayer. Now, this came at the end of the Xbox 360's life. This game launched in 2012 and was already, you know, it was upgraded from the Reach's engine that they were using to develop Destiny at the time. Which was already a huge upgrade over Halo 3's engine. Reach had a ton of issues with performance and visuals, but 4 really kind of nailed it. But it still struggled on the 360. It was running at a pretty low res, low frame rate. Didn't look amazing, but running completely unleashed here on PC, it is mind-boggling. A game I don't play a whole lot. I'm very much a Halo 3 guy, so I wanted to see what it was like on the other side. Enjoy the clips as I get that lovely triple kill and can't finish the over. Story of my life. I pretty much exclusively get completely dirty clips that I can't finish. It's just been my entire YouTube career going back a decade now. I will say real quick, a downside of how just visually stunning this game is. Like, once it's running unlocked here, it is just absolutely gorgeous, but there's so much visual information. Whereas prior to this, Halo's always been like a very simplistic looking game. Like 1 and 2 were super simplistic, and it was all about the high contrast, the red and blue. Okay, throwing. The red and blue standing out so starkly from the background, so you could always tell who was who, where people were. This was, Reach kind of started it for sure, but this was one of the games where it seriously went in a direction of like, in a way, going more realistic, not in like a photorealistic sense, but in terms of like lighting and color, in a way that provides a ton more visual information and makes it harder to figure out where people were. Oh, they spawned behind me. And that wasn't necessarily like a good thing. I don't know that it's as bad as it has made. Triple? Over? Over? Bungie? I don't know that it's as bad as some make it out to be, although I will say it's significantly worse in Halo 2 Anniversary. Halo 2 Anniversary, which also uses Halo 4's engine, has some areas where the blue team just gets completely hidden in shadow and things like that, which ends up not playing out very nicely, whereas since Halo 4 doesn't have as many of those rock formation style maps like Halo 2 did, I think it's less of an issue. God, this feels good. I'm not a huge fan of the hit scan games, but this feels so good on mouse. I don't understand. What are you doing back here? I mean, it is a beautiful waterfall. But yeah, the hit scan games on PC, Halo 2 and Halo 4, tend to feel very laser beam-y in a way that Halo 3 and even Reach doesn't. But today I've been enjoying it. Just kind of depends on my mood, I think. I saw you. Yeah. I'm complaining about visibility and then pulling off stuff like that. I guess it's fine. I guess it's fine.
Wait a second. You don't see Halo 4, it just shows your ODST guy?
Right.
Well, that's a bummer.
Yeah, I assumed it was just a bug no one reported, but I hadn't.
No.
Oh.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah,
we
look
got
how
a
many
match.
mouse and keyboard players, dude.
Oh, this reminds me of the CE map.
Yes. It's also a Halo you can play on mouse and keyboard and be like really stoked on.
Yeah.
It feels good on mouse and keyboard, man.
Dude, this is what Big Team and Infinite needs to feel like. This is nuts.
Yeah.
None of my keybinds are set, but that's fine.
You're gonna hit that shot, bro? You're gonna hit that shot, bro?
You got mantises, you got rocket hogs flying by. Like, this is...
Yeah. Heavies is pretty fun.
Welcome to Battlefield.
Like, BTP's genuinely pretty dang fun in this game.
Gotcha.
Fuel rod flies straight above people.
Oh, yeah. That's called calling in the airstrike, bro.
Also, can we just say that the like Forerunner weapons, like the animations are incredible on stuff like the scatter shot?
I'm not a huge fan of them overall, but they work really well here. Oh no!
Some of the animation work on the Forerunner enemy stuff is super in-depth and cool. Then you remember it's like, ah, yeah, this was a 360 game.
That ran at 30
Mega
FPS.
ambitious.
I'm running it at like 185, and it's so...
It's butter.
This ran at like 540p, 30 FPS on the 360 with terrible anti-aliasing, and it just looks... This looks better than a lot of Xbox One titles that like launched with supposedly amazing graphics. Why is the turret so good?
Yeah, and the Goss. The Goss on mouse is nuts. Wow, that was close.
I want to use the
I'm
Goss.
gonna die here, maybe.
Oh no!
Be able to get away. Yeah, we did. Cool.
There's a Spartan laser! Oh, nope. Gauss Cannon said no. There we go.
That was a good
There we go.
explosion. That was a rock solid explosion right there. Go get him, lads.
Ow.
Sorry, dude.
Dude, the instant respawn feels amazing.
Yeah, it's arcadey, right? Like,
Okay. Ow.
Ooh, I'm right there with you. Snipes and rocket in hand.
Oh, you got all the power weapons. Oh god, they're here.
Oh, nice E-pose. I would love to see some of the other weapons, the non-starter ones, getting more weapon skins.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm wondering is, like, when they get the mod support tools for H2A, I want to see custom Halo 4 maps or custom H2A maps. Seriously, like, the H2A library is so small, and that game is so fun.
And it's weird because the stuff they have is the most non-Halo 2 stuff ever. Like, it's... You want an assault rifle in Halo 2? Go for it.
Yeah, yeah.
I have the tank, which means I'm going to die in, like, one hit.
So last week, when you and I were on the Sanctuary remake for Halo 3, it was such a like clear moment of like this game needs that kind of custom content, or all the games have these kind of custom content. That would be unbelievable. Could you imagine playing in Halo 4? Or you know, he said he's actually working on, I think, Warlock next,
Right.
for Halo 3.
I think that's the next step. Like, we already had, I mean, literal years of, like, Forge World remakes of maps. Getting real custom content in there, especially if it's already made by the community. Like, do some basic validation that it doesn't have any weird exploits, and then just, like, let it run natively. I think that's where the content goes next.
And I think that's their goal. I mean, they've talked about forever the Steam Workshop level of support.
Yeah.
And so just get some of this stuff in matchmaking. I always feel like that's one of the biggest downfalls when a game has such cool custom content, and it's like, well, then you really have to have a lobby to go play it.
Yeah.
If you don't, too bad, so sad, right? I think it's going to be huge for Splitgate. when they end up getting their map creator modes into.
Oh yeah, I am so stoked for that. The Beaver Creek map is like the best.
That's sweet. Woo! That's sweet, dude.
Okay, I'm finally racking up the kills.
Yes.
Only thanks to Tank, because Tank beats everything, but that's okay.
Does Tank beat everything?
Tank beats everything! I mean, maybe not in this game, but in general. Oh, I'm gonna run you over.
Looking forward to like some of the custom campaign content that could happen, right?
Have you been following the Halo 3
Halo
custom?
3.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
That is gonna be the best.
Moments.
Yes.
That's gonna be amazing.
Triple kill.
Nice shot, dude.
Overkill.
Don't stop.
Oh,
Can't
the ghost
stop.
backed up.
Won't stop, bro.
Can't stop, won't stop. My tank is almost dead. Oh, but the teammates with the save.
Dude, you're making it happen. I want to know what spawn they're gonna get. Are they gonna get behind us?
They're still here. They're spawning on the beach. Oh, I got the last kill.
Good game, bro.
They did so many experimental things in 3 with like all the different, like the flare, the radar jammer, the stuff you never saw in matchmaking, the original trip mine that you could attach to vehicles, and then the firebomb grenades, which were never in matchmaking.
Equipment was a really good idea. I'm glad it made a comeback in
Yeah. I feel like the armor abilities in this game are a better iteration of that. Like reaches were kind of but this one has like they're implemented a little better.
Yeah.
But I still miss the OG like equipment ideas. I have a flare that can blind half the map.
I wonder if they'll add like new equipment into the sandbox for Infinite. It seems like that's not a bad way to experiment with stuff.
Yeah? I mean, that's the live service model for everyone else, so I feel like there's nothing wrong with it, but I think people would still be mad about that too, but I don't know. I will get you. Oh, you got him. Nice.
Decoy still throws me off.
I know.
Your brain just, it's not
so
enough
convincing.
aims, you know. And so when you see it, it's just like, oh, that's a guy.
Yeah. Everything. The crosshair turns red, the name show, or well, the name doesn't show, but like it's a dot on my map. Everything is telling me that it's a person. It must be a person. Who's that Spartan
on the
mon?
run.
That was a decoy.
A decoy Metal Gear.
No, that would be messed up. Just seeing it run across the map. Oh, I got splattered by a teammate. I'm here for all these like community. He's Gauss cannoned my rocket out of the air. That was amazing.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh wow, he got the rocket on me.
Woo. Deleted. There you go.
I love the skybox on this one too.
Yes, it's absolutely beautiful. Some of the like space graphics they could do in this and Reach are just like top tier.
Yes. Wow.
That turret just rolled our Warthog. Jesus. Oh, we got disabled. No, I don't want to update BattleNet. I just got kicked off the map because BattleNet update popped off. That's hilarious.
No.
That's hilarious.
You never want that. I usually do pretty horrific on this map.
Oh, get melted. The vehicle kills are so satisfying. Like, it's hard, but when you just obliterate a Warthog full of dudes, it's like, yes.
Let's go. I panicked super hard on the mouse there.
That's alright. It's hammer time.
I like swung it up, shot him in the face, and I was like, we're good. That'll do.
Nope. It's cool that they brought the rocket Warthogs back at all, too.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, first strike is a no-scope.
Yes, dude. Good, we got the rail. But no abilities.
Yeah, that's fine. I can sprint.
Whew. Railgun is still my favorite weapon, I think, in any Halo game.
Ability.
It does make mouse feel pretty good sometimes at distances, but you get the little kickback, which kind of hurts.
Yeah. Oh, the little flares on the inside of the cave, those little details.
Mm-hmm. I'm curious how many people on Halo
Triple
4
kill
were around during Region 3. Because it certainly feels like they had a really good grasp of all the tools and the technology to build content, you know?
And I think they learned a lot from their mistakes. And they took a lot of that into Destiny. But I think whoever stayed behind at 343 to work on this learned a lot from those tools and how to improve it. Because Reach made a lot of leaps graphically that were impressive, but this, like, perfects it. Ooh, air assassination.
Thank you for saving me.
Yeah.
I had to give him a little love tap. He chased me super hard.